Hello everybody, and this is a quick follow-up video from my video that I posted yesterday. And I've noticed a lot of people are getting stuck on having the Visual Studio's 2022 installed with the build tools. So this is a follow-up video to get you um, that working so that when you go into your instructions and you try to install this custom rasterizer and this right here, this renderer, you don't have any errors. So I'm here on the website. I put a link in the description, Microsoft.com. The first thing you want to do is install the community. Once you're done installing the standard community, you want to go to the same web page, scroll all the way down here, and it says here Tools for Visual Studio, and install this one. Click Download. So I'm gonna let's just walk through that. I'm not gonna install it, but I'll show you what the dialog looks like. You're going to get this little dialog here. Continue. Now, I have it already installed here. Visual Build Tools already installed. In your case, you want to look for you're going to click install. You want to click here and be like, oh, what do I install here? Because there's a lot of options. For your particular case, you go to individual components. Inside individual components, I'll show you right here what you have to look for. Type in MSVC V143-VS 2022. C++, because you need C++ to build that. And x64 is for my operating system. This right here, you see how this one says x86 architecture and x64? You want to check that right there. Boom. So you have those build tools. If you're on a Windows 10, you can still do it, but you have to download the Windows 10 SDK, Source Development Kit, and you get the latest, and you go based on the number. This one's the latest. That's specifically for Windows 10. And the last thing you want to check in there is the C++, CMake for Windows right here. You want to check that, install while downloading. And then now, let me show you my control panel so that you can match. So the way it's going to look is here under my installs, I have installed Visual Studio Community 2022, had that installed first. Then I went on top of this, I installed the Visual Studio Build Tools 2022, which is this one down here. Download, install this one, boom. Run, download, install this one, boom. Make sure that you check those boxes that I just mentioned. The CMake, the MSVC V143 build tools. It should be down here. I already checked it right here. Build tools. And if you have Windows 10 specifically, just the Windows 10 SDK so that it evades any problems. Alright, now let's say you already reached this point where you have the um, Visual Studio Community already installed and the build tools installed. You're already at this point. Now the next thing we want to do is test to make sure that it's working correctly. I'm going to open up a command prompt. You should be able to type in CL and get this response here. If you get an error that this is missing, it's because we have to add this to the path. To add it to the path, we want to open the folder where the Visual Studio Community is installed. To do that, I'll walk through that with you. Let me pull up a new tab here. Alright, so here's your Explorer. Let's go look for that together. Where's mine? Right here. This PC, your computer. We're going to go to Program Files, Microsoft Visual Studio 2022 Community. Alright, so you're in this folder here, and we're specifically looking for that cl.exe. Let's say your file structure is not the same, but you're relatively in this location. Then all you have to do is type in cl.exe, let it search, and in my case it finds it. Okay, if this build tools is installed, you should have a cl.exe file. You right click this, open file location, and here it is. And you want to copy this whole directory up here, where it's pointing to this cl.exe, the compiler driver. Okay, Now we add it to the environment. Just type in environment. Okay, the environment. Hit environment, variables, path, edit, new, and then paste that in that whole directory without the cl.exe, just that whole folder. I already have it here, so I'm going to delete that one. Node packet manager. Okay, that's how you add it to the path. Now let's restart the command prompt and start that up again. Here's the command prompt and just type in cl. Once you have this working, now you could come into where is that right now? Right here. Now you could come in, go into your folders, go into the HY 3D Gen, Text Gen, Custom Rasterizer, run the setup.py install, do the same thing for this folder for the render, run the setup.py install. Then you should be able to go down to your Gradual app, make sure that this version is installed. It might give you a warning that you should upgrade, but no, use the version that is recommended here, and then run Python without the 3 Gradual app.py. Alright, if you're still with me here, this is an important security patch that I've noticed when I was running this model locally. When I ran the actual python.gradualapp.py, I got a warning of a security threat having to do with Torch, which led me to this GitHub page here, and I'm going to pass just the excerpts here. We have to modify a pipeline inside this repository for Hunyuan for security purposes, of course, because I don't want malicious code to be executed on your end or your computer getting messed up. It's really important. It says here, be mindful of risky model formats. We want to set the torch.load with weight set to true, okay? It's really important that we do that. I already did that on my end, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So I'm going to open up our folder here. If you followed the video yesterday, this is our folder with our build. We want to go into this one right here, and we want to find the shape gen and pipelines. This one right here. With any text editor, open it. It might be a little bit overwhelming, but just follow along with me. Here you want to do the search just like it says here. We want to search for torch.load. So let's do that right now. I'm gonna do control find torch.load. It's not gonna be this one. We're gonna click find next right here. Okay, so your script, let me just copy this here so you guys could visualize this. Your script is gonna be without this parameter passed to it. This is what you guys are gonna see. It's really important that you put a comma and put weights only equals to true, just like you see it here, just like you see it down here on this line. It's line 171, so that the weights that are loaded securely, so no malicious code is ran on your computer. I've noticed that. I forgot to mention that in the video. I made sure that this pipelines.py inside the hy3d gen shape gen is set. Once I set that, it still runs perfectly. It still creates image to 3D models. And in this portion of the video, I'm just giving you my opinion on DeepSeek, and just to be careful, be prudent. Keep in mind, I've saw a couple videos that large language models can be deceptive, and I just want to make you guys aware. I know my opinion doesn't really matter. It's just my perspective. I recommend that you use LM Studio and run this locally, and try not to use this on your phone. Why? The reason why, because what's going on is that, yeah, it could generate code for you. It gives you the little copy function, but I'm just gonna show you something interesting. Let's copy this. This is a tool over here called view non-printable Unicode characters. This is not my website. This is just on Google somewhere. We're gonna paste that response Show me those characters. All of these are characters that are invisible to the eye that the AI is inserting in between this, but you can't see them. Okay, so they're actually non-printable Unicode characters that is going on here. What's the point of me pointing all of this out? If they really wanted to do something malicious, they would actually enter a malicious exploit invisibly using non-printable Unicodes into this code. So that's why I don't always trust it just straight up copying into your project. But that's just my opinion, and I could be wrong with that opinion. And I always see everything from a security perspective. And I would like to know your opinion if that was helpful. Again, thank you for watching. I will be putting out more videos and answering your questions. Thank you for watching.